can you introduce yourself?
My name is Ruth Dingwani. I am from Zimbabwe in Africa.
And what was the reason you have arrived in India?
So the reason why I'm in India is I came to have a total hysterectomy performed on me. In January this year, I was traveling in West Africa and I became unwell, I became sick. So I had to travel back to Zimbabwe, and as soon as I got to Zimbabwe, my doctor admitted me into hospital. They initially thought I had a heart issue, but it wasn't my heart. All the tests and the scans showed that there was nothing wrong with my heart. And then I knew from last year that I had fibroids. And then they had to do the scans and all the tests for fibroids. And they discovered that my uterus was full of fibroids, and there were other fibroids growing outside the uterus. So we scheduled a surgery for the 31st of January, and when I was on the table, they opened me up and they met with a surprise tumor outside the womb. It was in my right upper tract of the abdomen, sitting over a number of organs. And they did not know what to do. They did not know what to do. They'd never seen that kind of tumor. So they took a biopsy and they closed me up.
And why did you choose India?
So on waking up, my doctor tells me what had happened, that nothing had happened. I still had my uterus and all the tumors and this new challenge, this new problem that they discovered. So they recommended me to a colleague of theirs in Cape Town, who works at the University of Cape Town Hospital. We know that the University of Cape Town is a research and training hospital. So they knew that the skill that was needed for this operation would be found in Cape Town, because Zimbabwe did not have the skill available. When we got the quotation from Cape Town, just for the hospitalization and the doctors, it came to 26,000 US dollars. And we became stuck. So for a month or so, we're in a limbo. My friends put together a GoFund campaign trying to raise the balance that was needed. Medical aid, they said they were going to pay a part of it, a very small part of it compared to the 26, and then the rest we had to fundraise or fund ourselves. So my friends got together there in the US, and they got together and put a GoFundMe campaign together and started raising this money. So during this process of raising money, the lead partner at Crow at the workplace said to me, "Why don't you look at India? I've been to India. I took my son for an open heart surgery to India, and it worked much cheaper than South Africa." That's how the idea of India then just got lit. So I got in touch with the medical aid because they work with mentors, TP on the other side, and we started the process. And yeah, that's how I ended up here.
So how was your experience planning your trip to India? Were you able to finalize treatment in advance with the doctor? Consultation, video consultation were provided or not?
Okay, so obviously there was a lot of prayers going on. We were praying a lot, asking for favor, asking for wisdom on how to move on about this. We started planning with mentors in Zim. They gave me all the requirements for the visas, what needed to be done. First, there were the quotations. She gave us, Janet gave us about 3 quotations. Then we set out on Fortis, Mumbai. Had a call with the doctor and his team, as well as TP, to discuss the plan and as well as discuss the quotation in detail. We finalized that, then we were able to, with the assistance of mentors, we were able to get our visas. We did the payment to the hospital. Everything was done. You know, in a space of a week, we had our visas, hospital was paid, and tickets were bought. And we were scheduled for travel.
So how was your overall experience during the treatment?
So I got here on the 29th of May, and the doctor and his team had no time to waste. His concern was we had been in talks for 3 months, and he was not sure because he didn't know what kind of tumor it was. We couldn't take a risk of delaying the treatment. So right away, went into consultation, him and his team. I went in to study tests. I studied the scans for 2 days. First 2 days, it was the pre-scans, pre-op testing and all that. At the end of the second day, he said, we're operating tomorrow. On Wednesday, went into theater, and 4 hours later, I came out with all those things gone. Those things, if I were to show you the pictures, you'll be shocked because they were like 2 kg of each. So I was carrying 4 kg of tumors in me. But the doctor and his team, Dr. Arun and his team, very, very professional, very kind, and very, they really discussed everything with me. They gave me the information I needed and helped me, just to see where we were and that there was a solution.
Okay. So, would you like to mention any good experience?
Yes, definitely. I had so many great experiences, not even good, great experience. The doctor and his team, I enjoyed them, very open with me, told me all the way the process that they would go through, how the operation would happen. The nurses in the hospital, kind-hearted team as well, very helpful, always there, They were all, I was like, can I just rest? But they will be checking on me every 30 minutes, especially just after the op. So that was a great experience, but also with our contact at TP, our men on the ground, Liju, very, very helpful. I really enjoyed it. We needed rupees. He told us what to do, either we swipe or we go change. He arranged everything we needed. We needed food. He did do the online ordering for us because the menu in the hospital was vegetarian, so sometimes we're missing meat. And he was just helpful. He's done everything. He got us an apartment when we got out of there. Very nice place, which is where we are right now. Really love it. We can do our own cooking. So a lot of great experiences. I really enjoyed visiting India, even though I didn't go to many places because I was resting mostly. But kind-hearted people, very, very loving people.
So would you like to recommend TP and Metros?
Of course, I've already started doing that. You know that. I'm giving information, people are asking. I belong to a group on Facebook. It's an international group. I'm telling women as far as America, the UK, that India has the solution we need. Because for me, one of my best experiences was the pain management. I did not feel pain at all. I can't even. The pain that I remember is from January, from the Zim experience, not here. I haven't felt any experience, and I've shared that with the group on Facebook, and they have asked for numbers. I've given them contact details, Liju's contact details. Even in Zim, I've referred people, and I would recommend Mentors and TP anytime.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Litu. Thank you for putting it together. Thank you for being human and not just people that are pushing for money. Because Janet was great, She walked me through some very stressful times when I was like, oh, is this going to happen? What if we don't get the visa? She was just there, and Liju on the other side, Even with the other things that we need for relatives back home, Liju has been helpful, So really, really grateful. Thank you so much, TP and Mentors.
Thank you.